Congratulations, you've been able to settle a better from all these ones. Use that for music to talk to those that they don't even have resources.
I'm Stefan, and this is the Merry Show on NTA. Well, probably obviously. So I think first of all, we have to go back to where you were moved from. If students are speaking home back to Nigeria. Let's pick them up, let's take them back to Nigeria, and let's teach them a different kind of job. My mother sensed a war in her stomach, and so she raised me to fight. That is a quote from Hafsat. In another scenario, Sonia Johnson said, I am a warrior in the time of women warriors. The longing for justice is the sword I carry. My today's quotes typically explains my guest for the day. She is a fighter. She is a warrior. She is someone who is doing great things in a particular terrain. We'll get to tell you all about that after excellence. Lent is a season of sober reflection, prayer, fasting, almsgiving, and separation unto God.
The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? They are reason. As I told you before, they are reason. They do not hold you captive.
NTA Lagos Channel 10 invites churches, individuals to be part of the blessings of Lent through our program, Lenten Talk. Lenten Talk, a daily 5 minutes broadcast where you hear God's word to feed your spirit throughout the Lenten period. We call on ministers of God, churches, and religious bodies to be a part of Lenten Talk. For more inquiries, please call
NTA Lagos Channel 10, the station for
On the news tonight, INEC chairman meets university vice chancellors ahead of 2023 elections. Plus, Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps arrest illegal dealers of PMS. Good evening. You're welcome to the news at 7. I am Ntamiegbe. Now the news in detail. Academics from federal universities are to be engaged as returning and collation officers for the 2023 general elections after taking an oath of neutrality. INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu announced this at a meeting with vice chancellors of federal universities in Abuja. The report.
A seasonal meeting of some sort, and the INEC chairman Professor Mahmood Yakubu in his own constituency, as it were, having an engagement with vice chancellors of federal universities to participate as returning officers for state elections and collation officers at the presidential poll.
As in previous elections, we have requested each university for a specific number and category of academic staff as contained in my letter to the vice chancellors.
In national assignment, that comes with a caveat.
I must warn that staff who are card-carrying members or have participated in partisan politics should not be nominated. Similarly, those who may not be involved in partisan politics but are known to have obvious political leanings should not be nominated. Furthermore, those who have been convicted of electoral malpractice must be excluded. At the end of this exercise, we will be proud to have contributed our project, and that is our commitment to the development of this country.
Deal sealed. Being the INEC chairman, another exclusive responsibility awaits Mahmood Yakubu.
There is only one returning officer as provided in the Constitution, a returning officer for the presidential election, and that person is Mahmood Yakubu. So I thank you very much and God bless you.
God bless Nigeria also. Mie Ogede, NT News.
A data dashboard that will promote inclusivity within the disability community in the 2023 general elections has been presented to security agencies in Nigeria by the Albino Foundation Africa. Elizabeth Omori reports that the dashboard will enhance electoral participation of all clusters of disability.
Multiple research indicates that an estimated 19 million Nigerians living with disabilities are registered voters, but full participation is still a challenge. The chair news is that a data dashboard on real time has been designed to accommodate persons living with disabilities to perform their civic responsibilities.
The police is poised to replicate the successes it has achieved in various off-season elections on a wider scale all over the nation during the upcoming general election.
The NSCDC is ready to collaborate with special, reputable organizations, security agencies, the INEC, to ensure that persons with disabilities do not have any challenges to exercise their voting rights.
For us to get involved in the electoral process and exercise our franchise, we will depend on you to protect us. We will depend on you to guide us.
INEC, the national electoral body, is optimistic that the initiative will provide seamless access to persons living with disabilities to aid provision of assistive devices during elections.
The Commission has finalized plans to provide for their specific assistive needs, such as the breakfast rights in 5,958 polling units.
The data dashboard is expected to provide necessary information to security agencies in real time, which will activate physical response to eliminate insecurity. Elizabeth Omori, NT News.
The Minister of Education, Malam Adamu, through the National Universities Commission, has directed the suspension of academic activities in all universities and in the university centers from 22nd of February to 14th of March 2023. This follows an extensive consultation with relevant bodies to enable students and staff participate in the 2023 general elections. With 15 days to the presidential election, the Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, has launched 10,000 foot soldiers to canvass votes on house-to-house basis across the metropolis. Musa Toliat reports that the All Progressives Congress also received members of opposition parties into its fold at the event in Lagos. The reports.
The All Progressives Congress foot soldiers were drawn from various parts of the Lagos metropolis. One of the major focus of the event is to educate them on voting process and what it takes to canvass votes from house to house for the election of presidential candidates of APC, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, as well as the election of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu.
The time and resources wasted on rallies cannot give you the value you will derive. If you compartmentalize it to steps and you address those steps one by one all over the whole place, that, of course, is one thing that we need to do.
Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu emphasized that the canvassers should let the electorate know that only the logo of the party will be displayed on ballot papers and not the names of candidates.
We cannot but keep our rightful position. And our position is that we are going to deliver the largest number for our presidential candidate. This is our task, and it must be done. Hence the launching today of 10,000 foot soldiers.
High point of the event was the endorsement of APC presidential candidates and Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu by coalition of the opposition parties in Lagos.
We, the coalition of political parties in Lagos State, CUPIS, endorse Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu for president.
The convener of the event and Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Fashola, urged the canvassers to go back and educate other party canvassers in their polling units on the do's and don'ts during the election.
Our path to victory are our votes. Move everybody out. Tell them some of the reasons why what I have told you today as a reason to allow APC to continue.
The Eko Nibaje 10,000 foot soldiers is an initiative by the Directorate of Election Planning and Monitoring of the APC Presidential Campaign Council. In Lagos, Musa Toliad, NTA News.
We'll go on a short break. More reports afterwards. Please stay tuned.
Are you looking for a spacious, serene, beautiful, and comfortable environment for your event? Then NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises is the place with about 3,065 capacity. NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises provides a well-secured land and car parking lot for your wedding reception, birthday party, church, and school end of the year event. Our conference hall is convenient for company annual general meetings, lectures, seminars, or workshops. With just 150,000 naira only, you can use our entire space and also have your event covered and aired on our social diary program, Maryland. For more inquiries, please contact our marketing department, NTA Lagos Channel 10, Tejo Show, or call our telephone number, Chibuzo 0812-324-5519, Gmo 0803 830-1669. NTA Lagos Channel 10 premises, affordable just for you.
The children are our future, so it's crucial we communicate with them on Family Talk with Lamide. Join us on Family Talk with Lamide as motivational TV personality. Lamide Adenuga delivers leadership and human capacity development content to our future leaders within and outside Nigeria. We also tackle social ills like bullying, drug abuse, peer pressure, depression, internet fraud, and many more. Family Talk with Lamide, it's all about us. Now showing on
You're welcome back. As a way to ensure a crime-free Lagos, the Lagos State Command of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps paraded illegal dealers of petroleum motor spirits in Lagos. Adobe Obiochina tells us more.
The Lagos State Commandant of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, Usman Al-Fadari, paraded 2 suspects who specialize in illegal dealings of petroleum products. The products were estimated to worth about 2,000 liters.
Our men on patrol have also arrested, recovered some 20 bags of petroleum products suspected to be PMS around Badagry Creeks. The suspects on sighting our men on patrol took to their heels, but the product they are conveying have been recovered by our personnel and they are here on display for you to show.
The commandant warned all criminal-minded individuals to desist from carrying out their illegal activities in the states.
As the way they pack it now, you can see from that particular one that is open, you can see the color and what have you. This is making it very dangerous. This is a highly inflammable substance. They are even risking their life, they are risking the community by conveying this kind of product in this particular manner. Not to talk about the fact that they are creating scarcity for the good people of Lagos. So that is why we are not going to allow them to continue with this menace. We are going to intensify our patrols and make sure we apprehend anybody that continue in this kind of illegal business.
A truckload of adulterated automotive gas oil was also intercepted within Lekki area of Lagos State. In Lagos, Adobe Obiochina, NTA News.
Customers of some commercial banks in Lagos were left disappointed following abrupt closure of operation to the public. Abulade Salami reports the closure affected both cashless and cash transactions.
Bank customers, as usual, gathered at different banks, mostly around the Ikeja and some parts of the mainland, to engage in both cashless and cash transactions, only to be greeted by private security operatives, who told them that the banks were not opened for the day, while some curious customers interacted with the security operatives to find out why the financial institutions are closed to customers without prior notice. The few banks rendering services had presence of police personnel to forestall any attempt to foment trouble.
I hardly see the security. Nobody to talk to, nobody to explain what is going on. I said, can I even go in and talk to someone at the customer care? They said no.
So before we were about 10 or 20, if it's up to 20 cents, before 10 people withdraw, before you know, you say money, there's no more money.
Meanwhile, most of the financial institutions with headquarters on the island were reported to have closed before the normal closing time, attributing the developments to fear of attack on their facility due to non-availability of the redesigned Naira notes at banks and ATMs.
The bank is not working. All the gates have been closed. Even the security men, I don't know where they were now. We started looking for the security. Nobody to even tell us what is happening.
And there's no cash released from the bank. That was the reason they shut down, and people were fighting over it, how to get their cash. So that is just the reason.
The need for the Apex Bank to liaise with commercial banks and come up with plans to effectively distribute the redesigned notes was suggested as crucial at this time. In Lagos, Abulade Salami, NTA News.
2,894 workers and facilitators at Lagos State saddled with the responsibility of ensuring the smooth operation of the March 29th to April 2nd, 2023 census exercise have been trained. This is an important step towards guaranteeing the success and credibility of the census exercise as these facilitators take the oath of confidentiality. Our correspondent reports on the need for Nigerians to make themselves available for the exercise. Knowing the size of the population is beneficial for political, cultural, and socio-economic purposes. For instance, a population census is at the center of every economic planning activity, and no meaningful economic development planning activity can be conducted without taking into account population census data. It is for this reason that the National Population Commission is training and certifying facilitators to conduct digital census in Nigeria.
This year's training is the first of its kind in Nigeria because it is digital census. So we all need to understand what digital census is. This time is not by writing your answer. You must be able to use the PGA. So we've also done some practicals to ensure that they understand what we are teaching them, because this is how we will do it this time. You don't go to the field and start writing. This time you are going to enter people's information into the personal digital assistant. And when you enter it, there's a way to enter, there's a way to send it to the cloud, there's a way to send it to the server. You must understand there's a way to open it, there's a way to know where you are, because every building is now geofenced. So we have a flag off, and we also have an oath-taking ceremony, because we must be able to give confidence to Nigerians that when we come, even though we are doing practicals, these are like mock, whatever you tell us is also with us.
Capacity building of functionaries is crucial for the effectiveness of the training process and overall achievement of the census exercise.
Educators will be training us on the nitty and gritty of census, how and what we are going to go about facilitating.
Nigeria will have to strike a balance between her population growth size and sustainable development needs. Improved and sustainable economic conditions of the country will depend on how information obtained from her database will be utilized. To obtain a robust database, Nigerians should avail themselves the opportunity to be counted during the forthcoming census. The radio, television, theatre and art workers have urged relevant authorities to take advantage of the radio for massive information and also avoid the spread of fake news as the general election approaches. Chairman, Lagos State Labour Congress, Funmilayo Sesi made the call as Ratao commemorates World Radio Day in Lagos. Benga Olede tells us more.
World Radio Day is a day set aside by the UNESCO to celebrate the most widely used medium globally. To commence the day, some speakers emphasize on the importance of radio, saying that it is an accessible source of vital news and information.
At this time that we are going into election, this is the election period, there are so much of misinformation, misgiven, fake news on the social media and everywhere. You talk of on the Facebook, on the Twitter, on the Instagram, and on all other, on WhatsApp. People are sending messages around that can, ignite and cause a whole lot of mayhems in the country. And so we have to ensure, as we celebrate the World Radio Day this year, we have to encourage the government to come up with different means of checkmating.
Other participants highlighting the power of the newsroom.
Fake news and misinformation is a clear and present danger to many societies, especially to Nigeria, where we already have very deep cleavages. We have cleavages of religion, we have cleavages of ethnicity, we have cleavages of class, those who have and those who do not have.
We are trying to educate our people who are using social media to desist from spreading fake news, because those fake news can set a country on fire immediately. Our appealing to them is when they had any news, they should try and confirm where this news come from and who are the founder of that, who sent that news, either on radio or on TV or on any social media, before they spread it to another person.
With this year's theme, Radio, Peace, Coexistence, Diplomacy, and 2023 election, the role of peace in Nigeria in avoiding fake news and misinformation in the area of new media, urge individuals to make use of the day in promoting peace as the general election is approaches. Presentation of awards were presented to some eminent honorees at the event in Lagos. Benga Oluyede, NTA News.
The people of Iraye-Oke community in Eredu Local Council Development Area of Lagos State are appealing to both the federal and state government to, as a matter of urgency, intervene in an alleged encroachment on the community land by some military personnel. The appeal was made during an interactive session with newsmen recently in Lagos.
Iraye-Oke is one of the communities that make up Ekpe local government area in Lagos State. Residents of the sleepy community are predominantly farmers, fishermen, and hunters. Narrating the history of the community, Bale Iraye-Oke, Kazim Anwoju, said it was visited by soldiers in 1970 and they left in 1975. Their barracks, it says, was thereafter taken over by one of the state tertiary institutions. The soldiers, he noted, returned September last year and began to measure the community's land of about 7 acres.
The problem we are having now is just that they are now scanning our people, beating our people, harassing our people there in Iraye, and Iraye is quite different to Ekpe.
Our people are being terrorized emotionally, physically. They can't go to work. As I speak to you right now, most of our youth have gone away from the town. It's almost becoming a ghost town because of the fear of being labeled.
Deputy Bale alleged that since the arrival of the soldiers to the community, life have not been the same for the residents. He appealed to the government at all levels to come to their aid, as he noted that petitions have been sent to relevant authorities.
If they are taking something from Iraye, we the people of Iraye should know, and we should know how to arrange ourselves. Nothing, we don't have any agreement, nor any legal document pertaining to army in Iraye.
Reacting to the allegations, spokesperson for the 81 Division of Nigeria Army, Olani Oshoba, asked the people to represent their petitions to the appropriate authorities.
Nollywood legendary actor Nkemowo has described Nigerian movie stories better than that of other counterparts. Plus, American rapper Gucci Mane welcomes second child.
Hollywood movie legend Nkem Owo, popularly known as Osofia, described Nigerian movie stories as far better than that of Bollywood and Hollywood counterparts. According to him, Nigerian movies present real-life stories and happenings around them, adding that it's wrong to compare the quality of Nigerian films with those coming from the advanced countries. Osofia noted that the storyline taken in Nigeria is better than any story from any woods. We don't have the technology, but we have the story, he said. Nigerian female artist Ira Star has released a single she calls Stability. The single follows a self-acclaimed song, Sabi Girl. Now to the foreign scene. American rapper Sean Corey Carter, popularly known as Jay-Z, has been named by Billboard as the greatest rapper of all time. In celebration of this year's golden anniversary of hip-hop, the top US entertainment publication, in association with Vibe, released the list of the 50 greatest rappers of all time. However, Jay-Z has remained influential in business in addition to music. He has become the first hip-hop artist to break the record. American rapper Gucci Mane has welcomed the second child with his wife, Kichia. The rapper took to his Instagram page to announce the arrival of his newborn baby girl. "I'm so thankful that my baby girl is here, and she's so pretty and healthy," he said. In Lagos, Omalai Benisa for entertainment.
Up next is the weather forecast. That's the news at 7 at NTA Lagos Channel 10. Thanks for watching. I am Ntami Egbe. Good evening.
NTA Lagos Channel 10. Now this